leaders are on a journey, and one of the good things is there's always room to grow and develop. One of the challenges is there's always room to grow and develop. And so, how do we, over time, find and build the supports, the resources, the places to go that will help us continue to hone our skills, practice them, improve them, intentionally work on them? And I've been very lucky from even as a college student, I had a job on campus where I worked in a computer lab, helping do some training and support for staff, faculty staff, and other students. And I had someone in that computer lab that really took a liking to me and helped me to be more effective at working with different stakeholders. And so I had no idea at the time what a stakeholder was, but this understanding that we are sort of the visual would be we are, as a leader of an organization, we're surrounded by different folks in our lives, this sort of ecosystem, if you will, this map of stakeholders that rely on us for things and we rely on them for things. And so along that journey, how can the leader, which can be a pretty lonely role, truly as a founder, and I've been here, just to give a little sketch, starting a business and then taking on either putting your own money in, getting money from a bank, getting money from investors, friends and family, whatever those things are. All of a sudden, you instantly have those people that are very interested in your success and your performance and the returns on their investment, as you are. And so that sets you up to be, well, shoot, if things aren't going well, how do I tell them? What do I tell them? When do I tell them? And so all of a sudden there's this communication thing where you know what's going on, maybe a bit more than they do because you're in it. When do you get help for that? When do you get their advice? And so that can be really unstructured, and that becomes noise in the system. So as a leader, how do I navigate that? Those are some stakeholders. I also have my team. As I'm building a team, I have a leadership team of the rest of the organization. I've got customers, certainly the clients. Everything starts with a sale, and so I'm not really in business in my mind until I'm got some revenue and I'm selling service products, both. And so stakeholders, customers, my investors, my team, my suppliers that are bringing me different either components or additional services, technology. All of those things, then there's a map of people that I need to communicate with, I need to update, I need to learn from and hold accountable, all of those things. So it can be in the center of that storm, it can get kind of lonely. And so I was very fortunate a long time ago, 2006, to find sort of my people that were in that similar situation. The name of the organization is the Entrepreneurs Organization. It's a global network. EO is a global network of about 20,000 entrepreneurs that have started their own business and got to $1 million or more US revenue. So that's our common denominator. We've all built something from scratch, or are taking something and taking it to the next level. So Entrepreneurs Organization is peers. It's a bunch of entrepreneurs that come together in chapters and in small groups we call forums, and we meet regularly. So in 2006, that's when I began that journey. And so as a leader that already had those stakeholders, had customers, suppliers, investors, partners, teammates, all of that stuff. Plus I had my stakeholders, by the way, at home, my wife and my kids. And so all of that, that map with the leader in the center needs some support. So EO was a huge support for me. It gave me a sense of I wasn't alone. It gave me a sense of commiseration for the challenges. It gave me a sense of where I could celebrate some of the big wins that maybe I couldn't talk to elsewhere. And so EO, a peer group, doesn't have to be EO. There are many out there. I like EO for lots of reasons. But that to me has been critical to having a support group, a peer group, place where I could go and be safe to share what's going on, good and bad. So EO, a peer group, I think is really important. This could be a mastermind. This could be a group of friends from college. It could be lots of different things, but a place where you are able to share things and get some, if not advice, at least some experience share and some ideas. So a support group from peers. I also think having a mentor, having someone who's been there before you, sort of walked that path, that wants to share some wisdom, guidance, give you some ideas and thoughts, I think can be very, very valuable. Professional coach. I have hired many coaches. I've been lucky to have mentors. So having people that are really, you're investing in yourself through them, their support of you, they're observing how you show up, they're helping you walk you through either content or development things, holding you accountable. So a coach can really be a great assistant to your development, a partner in that development. And then I think, some entrepreneurs, including myself, have gone to counseling and done some therapy work. And so there's lots of levels here of how do we improve ourselves. And then I think the last part of support for me is just thoughtfully, intentionally picking the things I want to get better on, and then learning about that through books, through videos, through going to different seminars, taking different certifications. And so even as a early stage company, which was, just a couple $1 million in revenue, pouring into that thirst for learning that EO members have around the world, which is to read more, find out more, go to events, connect with people to learn what they have that maybe I don't have figured out yet. So all of that, processing all of that, and still doing the things you're responsible for in the business, and helping you think about ways to change the system or the business, working on the business, and then having some people that your peers that can support you in that, having some paid professionals to help you. That to me is really what an ideal holistic support system could look like for leaders. Another support piece for development, another place where I have found I can actually work on my skills and my experiences and practice is serving nonprofits. And so there can be volunteer roles at various levels that it's helpful to give back, and that's a good thing to do just on its own. I think that I've also been able to serve on boards that have given me sort of an additional view of how meetings are run, how governance happens, how teams or groups of people come together to make decisions. It's been really helpful to apply some of that in the business setting. I have served in EO, the Entrepreneurs Organization, at many levels, the chapter level board, where I was able to be president of that in 2011. That was a rich experience. Leading other entrepreneurs, leading leaders was a great experience. And I talk about talent, right? Everyone around that boardroom, in that EO board, was a fantastic business owner and had a lot of energy and talent and passion. So it was a wonderful experience to be a part of that. And I could I could take some of those lessons that I was learning back into my business as I led that team. So serving and giving back to nonprofits is great, period. Do that, please, with your time, talent, and treasure. Also, there's some leadership development opportunities to serve on those boards, to do some things that maybe you wouldn't normally do day to day. And I'm lucky now to serve on the EO's global board, which is a 11-person board representing 20,000 members in 62 countries around the world. It's a wonderful experience for me in a multicultural setting. So continuing to serve in that way, as well as I serve on the National Kidney Foundation of Michigan board and a few other boards where, again, different teams with different challenges, we can come together and I can continue to work on my own leadership as I help support those organizations.